Whenever you're doubting yourself, just realize that this is not the end. This is just the edge. It means that you stretch yourself and you just reach the point where you're like, oh my God, can I even go any further? Use this doubt as data. I'm Coach Paz Goldman and I'm a high performance coach. In today's session, we're going to talk about doubt and how to overcome it, and not even overcome it, how to fucking use it into your advantage, because doubt means that you're really going strong. It's actually a beautiful indication that you're on the right track. You gotta doubt yourself, but you gotta know how to use it. Many people use doubt against themselves and they said, I don't know if I can, and they start talking shit and trashing themselves in their own mind. Don't let it be you. You are much, much, much stronger and better than that. So I'm going to give you some tips and questions that you need to ask yourself, because questions can really help you redirect your mind into the right direction. So we're going to have a lot of great questions and a lot of great data and information in today's session. Now, when doubt presents itself, what you need to do is to write it down. Write the thought behind the doubt and say to yourself, I'm just going to give you an example. The example goes like this: I don't think I'm good enough to do X, whatever X might be. Then ask, according to whom? What version of me is speaking? What would the wiser future version of me would say? And when I can give you just go a little deeper into the example, when I started this YouTube channel. So I said, I don't think I'm good enough to speak about the 1% mindset, even though I am the 1%. My mindset is the 1%. I said to myself, but I don't know if I'm good enough. My English is not that good. And I thought my background is nice, but it's not like a mega mansion, the billionaires, and I don't have a Bugatti. And I said, I don't know if I'm good enough. But then I said, what version of me is speaking? I mean, I'm a very high performer. I got a lot of nice shit. I mean, my watch, my home, like I got a lot of great, amazing, and I make way more than the average person. So I said to myself, what version? What version of me is speaking? Then I said, what would a wiser version of me would say? I said, of course you are worthy and capable to speak about it and to do it. And if you don't, who else? More things that came to my mind. I said, you're going to inspire even more people because your English is not perfect. And they're going to say, wow, even with his English is not perfect, he's such a high achiever. He's trying so hard. He's relentless. And then I said, oh, wow. But you can see, even just this little example, how it already, you feel elevated. And this is how I elevated myself, because there is no way that I could have started this channel or start any kind of my businesses that I've already started. I couldn't do it if I didn't hype myself up. If I didn't took a bird's eye view and said, who else but me? So take one step, one small step while doubting. And the doubt didn't alleviate completely, but take the step while you're doubting. Show your system that you can move forward without needing full confidence. That's how courage is born. You don't need to know everything, but you got to walk by faith. You got to say to yourself, I can do it. And show yourself that you can do it. Don't just affirm to yourself, I can do it, I'm strong, I'm rich, I'm this, I'm that. Say to yourself, and then couple it with action. The action will actually integrate it into your subconscious system, because you cannot just think. When you do, you integrate. When you think, it propels you into action, but the action just integrate it and install it into your subconscious mind. So now, just and this is also, like I said, this is how courage is being born. Reframe the voice, not I doubt myself, but I'm expanding beyond the self I once knew. Now I have another YouTube channel that is extremely successful. I talk about relationships and breakups there. When I started this other channel before, I said, wow, I am expanding, because because before that my relationship sucked. And then when I started learning, I expanded. And when I started to teach, I expanded even more. And now that this channel is successful and my other endeavors are successful, I said, now I can speak about that. So you become more, you become more by doing more, not by saying more. When you doubt yourself, it's just I told you, it's the edge. You meet your edge. So I said, can I start another channel? And on my other channel, I already post every day. I said, can I start another channel? Said, oh wow, the fact that you even asked, you met your edge. Welcome. And then I said, oh fuck, I gotta do it. And here we are. I'm leading you by example, and I'm giving you the examples that on my life, because I'm not just the one who will talk the talk. I will walk the walk. I will never tell you do as I say. I will tell you do as I do, because we can only lead by example. Now, doubt doesn't mean stop. It means start asking better questions. It means you are on to something, and most of all, it means you're alive, awake, and growing. So the questions that you need to ask yourself to move forward. I have, I think, like 7 or 8 really, really good questions for you guys. Because I ask myself the same questions, got me to where I am, and it will take you to wherever you want to be. So the first one is, what would this look like if it was easy? If it were easy, this dismantles overwhelm and invite elegant solutions. And I said to myself, what if record 2 YouTube videos is easy a day? Because I have my relationship channel where I post every day. On this channel, I post every day. I said, what if it was easy? Because I like to talk, I like to help, and of course, I am a coach, I talk all day. Now I'm recording this video in between my calls, and I said, what if it was easy? Just hit record and speak. What if it was easy? I said, oh, that is easy, pretty easy, because the time that I allocate to recording videos, it's actually a time that I have a meeting. And I said, I have a meeting with my YouTube subscribers. So this one, for the 1% mindset, this is one meeting. And for my other YouTube channel, I have another meeting, plus all the meetings that I have throughout the day. So this is the meeting. And what if it was easy? I said, oh, it's easy. I already know it. All I need to do is just package it. And I package it really nice for you guys in a form that I put everything here so I can actually follow something that is structured to help you more. And you can take a screenshot and also ask yourself these questions. And I said, oh, easy. So it's easy to write, it's easy to record, it's easy to speak. Therefore, it's easy. Now, what it will be for you, you'll get to decide. Second one, what am I avoiding right now that I know will change everything? What new edge am I approaching? This reveals the lever you're afraid to pull. You're afraid to pull it because you know that the more quote unquote stress you add onto yourself, the more burden you take on yourself, the better you will be, but the harder it will get. But you don't get better by easy, you get better by hard. And I think Dr. Jordan Peterson says, for a man, you need to think about the hardest and the heaviest burden you can bury it, take it. So I thought, what can I do? That was for me. What it is for you? What is the hardest and the heaviest burden that you can bury, that you can take upon yourself? Think about this. This is how you stretch yourself. This is how you meet the edge and go beyond it. This is where we have mentors that help us go beyond the edge. But if you can get yourself to go beyond the edge, you're a master. But it's very hard. Even for me, when I work out with my personal trainer, he always gets me beyond, way beyond the edge. If I can do 30 pull-ups, now I can do 30 pull-ups. He gets me to do 35. How? I have no idea. Just his presence and the way he pushes me makes me do more. This is why we need people that are where we want to be. They can teach us and show us and inspire us to become more. The next one, what old part of me feels threatened by this growth? Or what would the version of me who already has this goal do today? This will collapse the gap between identity and action. You ask yourself, what would the version of me who already have this goal will do today? So I asked myself, what a person who have two successful YouTube channels will do. I said, oh, of course, record. Just do it. Of course. Easy. I said, okay, just do it. Done. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Now for you, what it will be? Construct a vision of the person you want to be and start talking to this person. I refer this person my higher self, my boss self. I have my lower self, which I call it my bitch self, that tells me, no, I don't know. I doubt myself. I'm not sure it's gonna work. And it's like the bitch talk. My boss talk, savage. He said you can do anything. Put your mind into it. Go. Done. Next one. If I weren't afraid of failing, what would I do differently right now? This exposes the present fear built and hands you the key. Again, if I weren't afraid of failing, what would I do differently right now? Whatever the answer might be for you, do it. Do it now. Don't wait. Why wait? Life is so short. So short. Do it now. The next one is, what one bold move I can make today that I will be glad that I did tomorrow. This is where you create momentum. Momentum over perfection. Always. Always. And when you have your great vision, you don't just go towards your great vision, you start building momentum. So you need to have a result goal, what you want to attain, the vision, and then you have sacrifice goal, what you're willing to sacrifice, what you're willing not doing in order for you to get there, plus a momentum goal. What are you doing, can do, willing to do each and every single day in order for you to create momentum? Momentum is not granted. It's not given to you, it's earned. And momentum stops when you stop. This is why you need to commit to a daily program of doing each and every single day something that creates the momentum and move the ball moving forward for you. The next one is, what's the cost of staying where I am? Pain creates movement. Remind yourself of the price of inaction. The price of inaction is something that I used to be so afraid of. I said, if I don't do it, I will just stay poor or unfulfilled or not living up to my mission. And I said, oh my God, the price of inaction is so much more than action. Even when I said, if I'm going to record this video and people will make fun of me, I said, people make fun of you anyways. So what? The people who make fun of you, they're not your people. The message that you're transferring to people comes from your heart to their heart. People will feel it. So this talk to yourself like that and see what is the price of your inaction. What is the price of stagnation for you? It's death. By the way, it's death. The bottom line of inaction, it's just death. Because you either moving forward in life or you're moving backwards. And backwards feels like dying, like a slow, painful death. Progression is the best cure to everything. It cures self-doubt, it cures everything. So you need to progress each and every single day. And by asking yourself, is what I'm about to do is progressive or regressive? Drinking and smoking, regressive. Going to the gym and eating a healthy meal that is on the macros that you need to eat that day, progressive, and so on and so forth. Last but not least, what am I grateful for that proves I am already on the way? This builds emotional foundation of success. Gratitude leads to clarity. You say to yourself, what am I grateful for right now? What do I have right now? You have Wi-Fi connection, you have a phone or a computer, you have you're healthy. You have so much going on for you right here, right now. So you can be grateful. Start with gratitude for what you have. Then you start being grateful for what you're yet to have. And this is the secret. Being grateful, it's not to be grateful for what you have. Because what you have, it's pretty obvious to be grateful for everything that you have. The real secret of gratitude is being grateful for what you yet to have. And express gratitude and feel like you already have it. That's mastery in and of itself. But you get there by gaining momentum, by speaking positive about yourself, and taking the daily actions that moves you forward.